Just watch me, El. I'll solve equations with my right hand and write names with my left. I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
This is anime, and in this video I will replicate iconic anime scene, but we are going to make it in 4 absurd locations. I'll be making it on Desmos, Terminal, Microsoft Paint, and Excel. Let's find out which one is the best. Let's start with the simplest one, the Terminal. Now you might be wondering, how does this work?
Oh my god!
It's actually simple. Of course we need to have the original source of the video we're trying to make, which you can get from YouTube, or other sources you want. Animations are made based on frames, and all of this frame is combined together to make the scene. Here is an example of the frames I extracted from the light Death Note scene. If we go past through it quickly, then it will make into the animation that we want. Now, how do we make these frames into the terminal? This is where the ASCII format comes in handy. It might sound foreign to some of you guys, but it's just buttons on your keyboard. So here's the overall guideline plan. Get video, get frame, convert to ASCII, and print to terminal. Whoa, I feel like we're jumping a step too much here. If you're wondering how we can convert the images into the ASCII format, here is how it actually works. Inside the images, if you zoom in very hard, images are made from a bunch of pixels. So we will represent each pixel box as an ASCII character. And yes, we will use some programming skills to make this pixel to be represented as the ASCII code. Let's see it in action. And as you guys might notice, it replicates the scene pretty good. Let's try it on another JoJo scene. Holy, it broke the code. Anyway, as you guys might notice, it couldn't really replicate complex scene that well. So I think that concludes the terminal. Let's go on to another platform. Doesn't that actually look very satisfying to you guys? It looks like the images is being generated by computer. Well, technically it is. However, I'm about to bring the reality to you guys. I put that video on 100 times speed. And this is what it actually looked like. Yes, it's actually really slow. Guess how much time this picture actually took me? I kid you not, it took me about 30 minutes. Why does it actually take 30 minutes to make that? Well, I kind of forgot to tell you guys how the program actually worked. To make it simple, we are using edge detection to get the outline of the images. The one I'm using is called Kenny. What's next is just to connect these edge coordinates with some coding magic, and boom, we're done. Now imagine to replicate a scene with like 100 frames. That's 100 times 30 minutes. That means around 3000 minutes or 50 hours. Yeah, it's not a good approach. And so, we need to find a better approach. That's when I found Contour. Yeah, and actually means what it means, to get the outline of the images and just draw it. So as you guys might expect, outline doesn't mean the whole images perfectly, so it might look a bit scuffed, but enjoy. Let's move to the next one, which is to me the most aesthetically pleasing. Desmos. Now, just a bit of disclaimer, I'm using a code previously made by Junferno. But how it works technically is similar to the previous two we used. We use some edge detection, which is called Kenny in this case. And after detecting the edges, we then use an algorithm called potrace. This potrace algorithm will convert image edges that we detected with Kenny into a mathematical curve called the Bezier curve, which will represent the whole images. I kind of skip a lot of explanation there, but there are some math formulas involved to make the detected image into the curves. If you thought Excel can only be used for boring work and storing data, let me prove you wrong.
Scouters say about its power level. It's over 9,000! What the?
You're asking me how I did that? You only need to make the original source into a grayscale image. Then use some coding magic to mark the pixels into black and white color. Simple, right? And the rest is just printing it on the Excel sheet. Depending on the number of the frames, it can go up to pretty high.
お前はもう死んでいる。何？大は匠できる